Your goal, where you want to end up at the end of the conversation, should direct the way that you engage with your child. The conversation that you have, the questions that you ask, the statements that you make, the entire way that you interact with them should be guided by and directed by where you want to end up or what your goal is for the conversation itself. As difficult and tricky and treacherous as it can be to walk through these conversations with our kids, they really are opportunities we have to instill our values, to reinforce the importance of things like honesty and openness in healthy relationships. So if it helps to frame these challenges in that way, just keep in mind that each time something like this comes up with your kiddo, it's an opportunity to practice these skills and strategies as a parent. That each challenge is an opportunity to shape and mold your child's behavior and character as they grow into adults. So if your goal is to bust your kid, to let them know that you are onto them, you know them, you want to catch them in a gotcha moment, then you're probably going to engage in a different way than if your goal is to talk about the importance of honesty and how you can build trust between the two of you. Now, it's important to know from the onset what your goal is. I want to strongly encourage you to consider the goal of encouraging honesty rather than discouraging lying. Those are distinct goals. You can do both, and we're going to talk about some technical behavior modification strategies that you can use to really make sure that you're doing that well and doing it with great intention. But I just want to start by reiterating the difference between the two. One really easy way to encourage honesty is to give more airtime to it. Sometimes we end up talking so much more about the behaviors we want our kids to stop doing, the things that we want to discourage. And when we do that, we end up actually putting a lot more focus and attention on the inappropriate behaviors. Instead, we can shift that focus over to the appropriate behaviors, the things that we want to reinforce, the things that we want to see in our children. So this is as simple as spending more time talking about the importance of honesty and trust and building and establishing that open communication between the two of you, rather than spending so much time talking about lying or being dishonest or untrustworthiness.